Hi guys, Anthony here from the Hot End. In this episode I'm going to talk to you about a new print surface from PrintinZ. I'm sure you're aware of the many different kinds of ways to get adhesion when you're printing. You can use your ABS slurry, you can use blue painter's tape, you can use glue stick, hairspray and any other number of home remedies. Now, PrintinZ have come up with a couple of products. One is called the PrintinZ Flex Plate, which I have used before, which I don't have right now. But the other thing I want to show you is their other product called the PrintinZ Skin. So here's one here. This one's been used, that's why it's not all pristine looking. So basically this is like a build tack style product, except this is more for industrial use. So or professional use, I should say, meaning it should last you a good 12 months depending on your use. So with build tack and other products like that, you generally get a couple of months out and then they start to deteriorate and tear up. This product I've been using for, I've given it a good trial, so it's been running for nearly 12 months and these are still on the original skins on these two printers. So you'd recognise the skins from various time lapses that I've done. You might be wondering, what is he printing on? Well, it is one of the PrintinZ skins. So I've got these running on both of the Wombot Moduses behind me, or is it Modi when you've got two? Modus? Modi. I've found that everything sticks to this extremely well. I don't use heated beds at all anymore for PLA. Both of these, this one has a heated bed, but I don't use it. It's just not even connected at the moment. And this one doesn't even have a heated bed, and it doesn't matter because I use these and everything just sticks. Now in saying that, one thing I've found which is kind of a negative is that I've found things stick too well if it is mainly the exotic PLA style filaments. So wood fill. Wood fill is the really bad one. If you print with wood fill on one of these, 9 out of 10 times it will stick too well and I'll break layers off when I try and take it off the plate. But to tackle that, what I've done is I use a normal PLA raft now and then print the wood fill directly on top of that, and that stops that problem. So you would have seen these in multiple of my time lapses, if not every single one, because I don't use anything else anymore. I haven't used build tack for 12 months. I haven't used painter's tape or glue since my very early videos. Since I've got these on the printers, I just haven't used anything else. I haven't need to, it just works. So the main difference is with the flex plate, it lets you obviously flex. So when you take the print off, you can give it a bit of a flex and then the part will pop off. But I found over time that that would generally warp the plate, which kind of makes sense. And once the plate's warped, you'd have to use an iron or something and try and flatten it back out, which I just thought was a bit of a pain in the ass. But I much prefer the skins because on one side it's got 3M, like a really good 3M adhesive, and then basically you just stick that to your glass or your polycarb or whatever you want, and then this will last you a good 12 months. So they're not the cheapest thing, they're not as cheap as build tack, but when you weigh up how much of the other you're going to go through versus one of these, this definitely comes out the most economical way to print, and it's just so much more hassle-free, that I don't have to worry anymore about adhesion. I've had one print not stick, so one pubic spaghetti mess on here because it's come unstuck. I've had one in 12 months, so I'm pretty happy with that. So I'm going to put the link to PrintinZ in the description. The guy's name who runs it is Wayne. I've been in contact with him off and on, helped develop these, refine them to be a bit better over the past 12 months. I highly recommend you give one a go. Don't be put off by the price. Like I said, they're not the cheapest thing, but when you weigh up how much painter's tape you're going to go through in a 12-month period versus one of these plates, it's so much easier. It's a no-brainer. You don't need to stuff around anymore with re-putting on the painter's tape and getting it all lined up pretty. Just use one of these, never use anything else again. Now, just a reminder that I've got Patreon there. If you wish to support the channel in any way, you can support us financially. It really helps. The link is up here. So yeah, thanks so much to my patrons, my sponsors, and the people that support the channel. You guys rock. I'll see you on the next video. Ciao.